And I'm Ellie.
And together we are
E Squared. Welcome back to another episode of Campus Chronicles.
The show brought to you by students for students.
And what are we doing today, Emma?
Today, this is kind of a special episode because it's a sequel.
Yeah, we've never done a sequel before, have we?
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So in January, right?
Like last year, I think. Yeah,
January
this year. Okay, yeah.
Our very first or second episode of the show that we ever did was we went to Rush in the spring semester, and that was super cool, and we got to learn how to interview people and just walk around to all these different booths. And then this Tuesday, we went to Rush again, which is super cool. We went to the fall semester Rush, so we got to learn more about other booths that we missed last time, and we got to interview some people that we didn't get to talk to last time and just expand on that skill, and that was really cool to get to go again.
Yeah, it was sort of fun, just to revisit all that stuff, and this one was actually a bit different because I had an assignment where I had to film Rush for a film class I'm in.
Yeah.
And so, we also jointly have a couple of interviews with my friend Jack from the film class, so shout out to you if you're listening to this. And yeah, so if you hear him interviewing people, that's why. And if there are slightly less interviews than usual this time, it's because we had a time constraint because of the film class.
And that was super cool, though, to carry around the camera and film it and, be on camera, because that's something that we haven't really done before. Because obviously we're not a visual radio show, but it was just cool to learn that skill in general for life and to try something new.
Yeah. And so hopefully after that, after you listen to the interviews, we can remedy some of that time lost by us telling you about some of the cool stuff we also heard about at Rush and just coming up in the calendar. So yeah.
Yeah, and we really wanted to just think about all the other things that we learned at Rush that maybe we didn't get to document so well because, like Ellie said, we were on a bit of a time crunch because they needed to get it done for their class, and I was just there to help, basically. So that was kind of cool to just, like I said, to try something new and to walk around and talk to people that we didn't get to talk to last time, which I thought was really important. I was, trying to think, who did we talk to last time? What booths did we visit that we can avoid this time? Not to, not that they don't matter, but to,
get more
shine the spotlight on someone else.
Yeah. So hopefully we bring you some new content, and with that, let's just jump right into it.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoy these interviews.
Yeah, and we'll be right back after.
Yes. Hi, I'm Emma with KSJE, and who am I here with?
Samantha Wilson with Accessibility Services.
And what do you guys do on campus?
So we provide students who have disabilities with accommodations in the classroom and in housing and in their campus life.
Okay, cool. So can you expand a little bit on that? Just is there any specific services you offer and things like that?
So any student with an identified disability, it could be a physical disability, it could be something like ADHD or anxiety. Beyond the autism spectrum, we help them with accommodations that could include note-taking services, text readers, could be extra time on certain tasks in the classroom, or physically getting things to be accessible as far as ramps or accessible tables in the classroom, things like that.
Okay, cool. And if anyone wanted to use your guys' service, where can they find you on campus?
We are in room 1604, kind of across from the tutoring center.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ellie Perez with KSG, and I am here with
Kate Fulton.
Awesome. And what do you do here, Kate?
I'm a professor of psychology, and I'm the faculty advisor for Active Minds. It's a student club on campus.
Awesome. And what does Active Minds contribute to the campus?
So Active Minds is part of a national organization. The goal is to increase awareness about mental health and outreach and resources in the community and nationwide. We really want to change the conversation about mental health so that it's just a part of our lives, part of what we talk about. It's not something to be whispered about in corners. It's that we can have conversations about mental health and how we're doing and where we can get help.
Awesome. And what kind of resources do you have here at the college?
So there is a mental health counseling available on campus. It's free for students over where the health center is. But there's also, we give out all the hotline numbers, community resources and national text lines, chat lines, those kinds of things. We hold events on campus. We're part of the Fresh Check Day that'll be on October 1st. And then every April we host a suicide awareness event. And we're involved in things throughout the year, but those are our two big things. we'd love to have students come join us. Our first meeting is this Friday at 11 o'clock over by the School of Business offices in that Studio 101, I think it's called. I have to look.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, and yeah, thanks.
Hi, I'm Emma with KSJE, and who am I here with?
My name is Larry Finch.
And what center are you here with?
Yeah, so I'm here with the Veteran Center. So I'm the coordinator of the Veteran Center. I help out veterans and their dependents with education benefits, like VA education benefits, state benefits, things of that nature.
Okay, cool. So you said you help out veterans and stuff. Does that apply to super recent ones or all of them? And if someone wants to use your services, how do they do that?
Yeah, so it's for all veterans, of all ages. So if they want to utilize our resources, all they have to do is reach out to me, or they can just go on our website and get my contact info.
Okay, cool. And obviously you have a center on campus. Where can someone find you if they need you?
So we're in the West Classroom Complex, room 1715.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ellie Perez with KSG, and I am here with
Joshua Camacho.
Awesome. And who are you here with?
I'm here with the Herencia Latina Center. It's a center located above Mayor's Kitchen over in the Sun's Lounge. You can see us there. We offer a bunch of different resources. Over there, we could help you out with your filling out FAFSA, and it's a cool place to study. Along with that, there's 2 programs in there. One would be the Enlace program, where we do different events. We have an event coming up. It's going to be Fiesta at Sunset. It's going to be next Friday here at the Graduation Plaza. And our other program would be our club, Colors Club. And basically what we do there, we just try and spread the Hispanic culture, just do events, fun stuff. And let me know if you guys want to hear more about it.
Yeah, sure. What's that Fiesta at Sunset thing?
Oh, Fiesta at Sunset, it's going to be a big old event here at Graduation Plaza. We're going to have a band playing, people dancing. And it's going to be like a big old party to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show.
No problem.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Emma with KSJE, and who am I here with?
Hi, I am Leonidas J. Bruce. I am the president of Geeks and Gamers.
Okay, cool. So you just said the name of, is it a club or an organization?
So we are a club. We target most of our board gaming and video gaming demographic here at San Juan College.
Okay, cool. And so if someone wants to get involved with you guys, where do you guys meet? And what kind of does it entail?
Okay. We are like a mix of people, so we meet every Friday at 6:30 and we go until 10 o'clock p.m. Forgive me, my brain just short-circuited.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome to join. It's open to the community, so you don't even have to be a student here at the college to join us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It entails mainly playing games, hanging out with people, and learning new games as well as video games.
Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of just something for everyone, just a community to have?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, it
cool.
is.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Peter Mayu.
Alright, what brings you to Rush today?
I came because my dad told me about it. He's one of the teachers, and he said they'd have hot dogs, and I wanted a hot dog.
Well, yeah, do you go to college here? Do you? Okay.
Yes, I do. And my major is liberal arts. I actually wanted to do like a music major, but I figured out they didn't have that, so I just thought I'd go liberal arts, kind of cover all my bases.
Right on, that's pretty cool. Did you learn anything interesting here today?
That their hot dogs are pretty good.
Are they?
I did learn that. They were good.
Try one.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Hello, we're back.
Yeah, so that was a couple of interviews that we got from Student Rush. So we hope you enjoyed those and found those, educational at least. Did you have a favorite that we got to conduct there?
Oh, yes, I did have a favorite. But first, I just want to say thank you to Jack, who was Ellie's partner in this class, for helping us with that and bearing with us because it was a little bit of a rough process, but we got it done, so.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird lugging the camera around and,
having to look
that.
at the camera and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a different process, but if you're listening to this, Jack, once again, shout out to you. You did great.
Yes.
So, thank you.
So anyway, my favorite interview that we did was the mental health Advocacy Center.
Yeah,
I think.
something like that.
It was called something around the lines of that, but I thought it was really cool that we got to talk to that lady about the fact that there's resources that the campus offers for people to go get help if they need it. And I thought this was especially important this month, September, because this month is National Suicide Prevention Month. And that's just something I think is really important. You should always go and find help if you need it. And the world is a better place because you are in it. Hang on, I messed up saying that. And the world is a better place because you are in it. And just know that if you're struggling with mental health, you're having some difficult thoughts, you're just having a hard time in general, there's always someone that you can go to talk to. And if you go here, there's that center that you could go to and people that you can talk to, and just there's that help there if you need it. And I think that's something super important to put out there.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about that booth was they had a bunch of, like, you know, hotline resources too.
Yeah.
She said they wanted to fit it down on a card, but there are just so many numbers that it's
Yeah.
not practical. So that's how many resources there are at campus. And yeah, if you ever have any struggles with mental health or anything like that, health related in general, I guess,
Yeah.
you can always go to them and ask for some resources. So don't
Yeah.
feel afraid to ask. And yeah, it's just really cool to have.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. I thought it was really cool that she even gave us a little handout with all the numbers on it. So there's definitely all these numbers that you can call if you're struggling with things. So, yeah.
Cool. And then I think my favorite booth from Rush was probably the Geeks and Gamers thing.
What a wide, like,
Yeah, on a lighter note.
180.
It was just really cool because they had their, like, little standout. And once again, you could see this better if you were watching, like, the actual recorded interview. But they had a bunch of video games just, like, sitting out there in the front of the thing.
Yeah.
I think they were doing, like, Mortal Kombat and maybe Smash Bros. Or something like that. But it was just really cool to see everyone sitting around and just having fun and talking to other people. And the person we interviewed was super nice and really informative about the nature of the club.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're looking for more of a community type thing where you can make friends and just have a good time, I feel like Geeks and Gamers would be a really cool opportunity to, you know, join in and make some friends. So,
I totally agree with that. And they meet, I think, every Monday?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And it's just something to go and do if you have some free time, you want to make some new friends, you like playing video games, might as well find some new friends that you can do that with. There's nothing wrong with that. So. Yeah. And I think it's super important to have just that community in place, even if it's just like you meet once a month, it's still something to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to foster, you know, sort of a sense of community, especially when you're, like, first coming into, you know, your first or second semester. It's just nice to get to know people, even if it's more in a casual setting than academically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the person we interviewed for this, they were really nice. And I just wanted to, like, bring this up that it's super cool to interview people that just, like, of all different types, because it gives you an opportunity to talk to so many people that you wouldn't otherwise and, like, learn new things that maybe I didn't know about Geeks and Gamer until we went to Rush. So I just think it's, if you are interested in learning more about what the campus has to offer, just hear about those events like Rush, and there's, like, a college fair coming up, I'm pretty sure, and things like that.
Yeah, some other stuff like that.
Yeah. And just, if you want to know more about what's happening on campus, there's, like, look for posters in the hallway and stuff like that. And so on that note, we actually learned more about some events that are coming up at the college, like, soon in the month. So we wrote down some of those, and we just wanted to bring up some of those. So what's the first one?
Yeah, so we have our little list here. Let me see. So, yeah, the 2025 College Fair is coming up fairly soon.
Like I said.
Yeah, several colleges will be in attendance. Little list here. San Juan, obviously. New Mexico Highlands University, Western New Mexico University, Eastern New Mexico, University of New Mexico, and Lincoln Tech. So, yeah. You know, they step-by-step talk to you about admissions programs, scholarships, stuff like that. And you can find that at the Henderson Fine Arts Center on September 9th.
Yeah, and that's an opportunity for either high school juniors or seniors, so upcoming college students. And that's really important to explore your options, see what every college, like especially the colleges in the state and in the area, what they have to offer. And even if you want to go to San Juan, it's good to talk to the San Juan people just to see what is going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then also importantly, when you graduate San Juan, because most of the degrees here are 2-year, courses
Yeah.
and stuff, you can always find somewhere else to, transfer to
Yeah.
afterwards. So college fair is always a good idea just to get some resources and,
just
sort
to
of
learn
guidance.
a little more about what is going on and to get an
what you
idea
might
of
wanna
what's
do.
out there. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, yeah.
And the next one we have is actually super exciting because it's happening next Friday, September 12th, and it's for KSJE where we work. We are celebrating 35 years on air here on KSJE, and we are sponsoring the Cocktail Hour, the show, which is like a ballet with a twist, and there will be super fun cocktails in the lobby, or not cocktails, mocktails in the lobby for everyone to try, and it's supposed to be a super cool show, like a kind of a twist on a ballet, like I said, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I want to say they're doing ballets based off of the cocktails too, right?
Yeah,
Am I
something like
crazy for thinking
that.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Ballets with a Twist Cocktail Hour or whatever.
Yeah, so it should be pretty fun. I haven't been to a lot of ballets at the college before,
Yeah.
so it should be interesting. I mean, I know we do them here, but it's always cool to see, the theater in use, and the whole
Yeah.
community comes out and supports this one big old, theater production. It's just refreshing to see,
Yeah.
people come along and talk about stuff and see things.
And a good thing about this
so.
event is that it's free, which is so exciting because we're sponsoring it here at KSJE. So we bought all the tickets out, and you just have to reserve your seat to come. So yeah.
Yeah, and so once again, that's September 12th. If you want to come out, it should be really fun. So yeah, see you then.
And so the next event that we learned about at Rush the other day was another upcoming event is on September 24th, and it's going to be the Miss Indigenous San Juan College pageant, which is super cool because it will be the coronation for for this year's.
I think so.
Yeah, this year's Miss Indigenous San Juan College. And that'll be super cool because it celebrates all the rich diversity that we have at San Juan College. And the honored title is more than a crown. It's a platform for whoever wins to share their voice, to represent their community, and to inspire others. And so I think that'll be a super cool opportunity for anyone who's interested to go and watch. And there's going to be some desserts after the coronation. So yeah, go check that out.
Yeah, also kind of exciting that we have a whole pageant at San Juan College.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's actually
days,
something that surprised me when we went to Rush. I was like, what? I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it should be a pretty fun event. So feel free to come on out. And what day was that again?
September 24th.
Okay, cool. And for our last and final thing, we have the Balloon Glow, which is, a yearly event we do at San Juan College, mostly during the fall, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, because it's fall, obviously. So the Balloon Glow, it is at Graduation Plaza, and, we host the evening of, the Four Corners Balloon Rally.
Yeah.
So expect a lot of hot air balloons this time of year.
Yeah.
So we have dancers usually, DJs, entertainment, sports sponsors booths, carnival games, face painting, and other stuff. And, as someone who's been to the event before, it's pretty fun. They have a bunch of food stands and live music and just a bunch of other sort of tiny little party games.
Yeah.
And I think Mary's Kitchen's open too, so you can go and check that out if you
cool.
feel hungry. So, yeah.
Well, I'm actually super excited for this year because I didn't get a chance to go last year. And so I'm super excited to check it out this year. And I think I definitely recommend anyone else, if you're interested, go check it out because I think it sounds super fun. I'm hoping that maybe I can bring my family and then we can all check it out because I just think it sounds cool. I want to see all the balloons.
Yeah, it's nice, especially when it gets closer to dark. They light up all the balloons and, you just kind of get to look at them.
Oh my gosh, are you saying at the balloon glow, all the balloons glow?
I know, right?
Oh
Who
my
would have guessed?
gosh.
And I think we'll also be covering that at the station. So
pretty sure.
if you aren't able to make it, you can always tune on in for coverage. And I think we have a live feed on our YouTube page too.
Yeah.
So yeah, should be really fun.
And so, like we were talking about, this is an event that they do every year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure annually every fall.
Yeah.
Ish.
And so, I remember last year I just started working here, and that was when the balloon glow happened last year. So that's probably why I didn't get to go because I just didn't have the time. I was kind of like, whoa, I got a new job. And so I think it's super cool that it's around again this year. I was surprised that, oh my gosh, the balloon glow is coming up, and kind of marks like an anniversary of me and Ellie here at the station. So I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, no, right. I think we started in October, so almost a year now-ish.
That's so crazy to think about. And we have been doing this podcast for a while too. So
yeah, pretty fun. So yeah, come on down the Balloon Glow if you feel inclined. It should be really fun. Food, games, drinks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
and if you're ever interested in learning more about different events and stuff at the college, like I said, go to events like Rush. If you ever hear about that, there's like all these bulletin boards in different hallways across campus that have all these different posters like, oh, this event's happening, this event's happening, this event's happening. And I know we say this a lot, but there's always like emails that they send out sometimes like, come join us for this event, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and just to expand on what you were saying there for a second, like, yeah, the bulletin board's seriously underrated when it comes to, events and figuring out what's happening around you. I feel like 90% of the events I find out about on campus are just from bulletin boards.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you can hear about different clubs on campus, different organizations, different classes even.
Yeah,
sometimes I see
cool.
like philosophy.
Certain professors will advertise, their little niche classes.
Yeah.
So always be on the lookout for, some new learning opportunities or campus fun stuff. And yeah.
And because I do this all the time at my job anyway, another good way to find out about things happening in Farmington or at the college itself, you just look up SJC calendar and then click on calendar of events for Farmington, and then it shows you this whole long list for every month, all these different events that will be happening, and that's a really good way to find out about things happening in the community and at the college and things like that. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think that just about wraps up our time. So it was really nice getting to go to Rush again and hearing about all these events, and hopefully you found something that could be of interest to you.
Yeah, and it was super cool to do like a little sequel type deal today because, like I said, we went to Rush in January and now we got to go again, so that was super cool to have a little sequel moment, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done anything in that sort of
realm.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Realm is a good word for it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed once again, and we will see you on another episode of Campus Chronicles.
Yes, and so have a good day.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.